It's time now for the PHL Afternoon News on the Sunday afternoon, June 21st, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins out here. Top news headlines here at 12:30 p.m. here on the Sunday afternoon here. Top story here at 12:30 p.m. here is in Charleston, South Carolina, where the church beloved, as Brother Emmanuel reported in its doors Sunday morning, 4 days after an unspeakable tragedy turned into a crime scene. In Dunmore, New York, by the time David Sweat and Richard W. Matt and Judah extraordinary escape from the maximum security prison here, correction officers were rarely shining lights over the faces of inmates during hourly bed checks. Washington, Republicans on Sunday demurred whether South Carolina should remove the Confederate flag from the grounds of the state capitol, attempting to avoid a potential landmine in the first of the South presidential contest. Athens, European leaders' talks on Monday could determine whether Greece seals the last gas deal or ends up under capital controls. The final round in the U.S. Open in University Place, Washington is underway at Chambers Bay, where Jordan Spieth could make history by following up his victory at the Masters with another major title. Thousands of revelers, New Agers, and Self-Star Druids descended on the ancient stone circle at Stonehenge on Sunday to catch a brief glimpse of the sun as they mark the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. New Delhi, it was an unprecedented demonstration of India's soft powers. Tens of thousands of across the world, besides millions in India, performed yoga on Sunday to mark the inaugural International Yoga Day. A driver who killed 3 people, including a 4-year-old boy, and injured 36 after delivering ramen in his car in Graz before getting out, and 7 passersby in Graz, Austria, had a history of domestic violence. Fabius is on a 2-day trip to the Middle East where he hopes to promote a French-led diplomatic initiative. A driver stopped his vehicle in front of an IDF soldier who has aimed his weapon at demonstrators during clashes with Palestinians in Jazan refugee camp. In Nolan's police announced Sunday that they arrested a man suspected of killing a police officer who was transported into jail a day earlier, and in a nearly 24-hour manhunt that left residents on edge. Anthem has increased its bid to acquire Cigna to $53.8 billion as it seeks to emerge on the top of a complex web of takeover attempts in the U.S. managed healthcare industry amid a race to consolidate following the introduction of Obamacare. The makers of Tic Tac had a problem in their hands. After 18 months of an internal study, they had concluded the all-important millennial generation might not be content with a mere mint. Altice, the European telecom company controlled by Patrick Troy, has made an all-cash offer that in excess of $10 billion for Bouygues Telecom, France's third biggest mobile provider, in a deal that would turn the billionaire's number cable SFR into the country. Law Fred to zip the brakes on Uber. Miami, the world is embarking on its 6th mass extinction with animals disappeared about 100 times faster than they used to, scientists warned Friday, and humans could be among the first victims. Today marks the summer solstice, the official start of the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Summer love, is that really a thing, or just a nice thought? Archaeologists have unearthed a mass grave next to an ancient temple in Egypt that contained nearly 8 million mummified dogs and puppies. A new study on global warming provided a shocking result. The study reveals that the conventional wisdom that believed in immense rates of death during winter on account of the impact of climate change is a wrong assumption. A 16-year-old boy who appeared to have the common flu has died from a rare case of the plague, officials in the U.S. state of Colorado said. Okay, take a look at New England Insular. It's here in Methuen, Massachusetts, at Morgan after the 552 Broadway at Plaza Ateca, 4-vehicle crash. EMS and route precautionary for an infant in one of the vehicles. In sports tonight, this afternoon, the Boston Red Sox will be out in Kansas City to wrap up a 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals. Game time 2:10 p.m. is just 1:10 p.m. their time. And the New England Red Sox will be down in D.C. taking on the Washington D.C. United here in MLS Soccer. Game time 5 o'clock. Roger Federer defeated Italy's Andreas Seppi 7-6-1, 6-4 on Sunday to claim a record 8th Jerry Weber Open title in Halle, Germany in his 10th final event. PHL News on 12:35. Time now for a travel report here on this Sunday afternoon here. We got Interstate 95 and the northbound side. We got an accident around Route 1 in Attleboro, so expect a few delays around that area here. Route 4 on the northbound side, a little slow from Route 132 North Kingstown here. Jamestown, Newport Bridges are looking good here. 495 on the northbound side is slow from Route 20 in Middleburg all the way before Route 24 in Randomere. Route 495 on the northbound side also slow from 195 in Wareham all the way out to Route 58 in Carver here. Route 6 to the westbound side is backed up here from 149 in Hyannis all the way up to the Sagamore Bridge here. 20 on the northbound side, a little slow before the Borden Rotary here. 20 on the northbound side, slow before the Borden Bridge. Sagamore Bridge on the westbound side of Route 6, a little slow. Route 3 on the northbound side, it's slow from the Pine Hills in Plymouth through the Plymouth Plantation. And then it breaks again from Route 3 in Kingston all the way up in a route before Route 18 Weymouth. 3 on the southbound side, slow from Route 18 in Weymouth to Route 228 in Brooklyn and Derby Street in Hinghamere. Route 3 slow on both ends between Route 37 and Braintree to Route 18 in Weymouth. '95 on the northbound side, also before Route 95 in Mansfield here. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side, so from the Granite Avenue in Dorchester all the way out to the Mass Pike. Southeast Expressway, southbound side, so from the Mass Pike all the way out to Route 203 here. Southeast Expressway, got a lot of accidents here. One in Dorchester, another one before. After most people on the northbound side, and another one near Southampton Street, so expect some delays around that area. 93 slow on both ends in downtown Boston from Mass Pike all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. Got an accident Southeast Expressway southbound after the Mass Pike, and Southeast Expressway northbound side accident before South Station here. 93 on the southbound side, so from Somerville all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. 129 on the southbound side, so from 95 in Peabody all the way out to Route 129 in Reading here. 93 on the northbound side, also from Reading to Stoneham. 120 on the northbound side, so from Stoneham to Reading here. 120 on the northbound side, so from Route 4 in Lexington to Route 3 in Burlington doing accident. 120 on the southbound side before Route 3 in Billerica here. Mass Pike on the westbound side, it is slow from Grafton all the way out to I-84 in Sturbridge, and 495 westbound, also from Mass Pike slow from 495 in Hopkton all the way out to Grafton here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, also from I-84 in Sturbridge to Chalkton here. I-84 slow on both ends around Interstate 90 Mass Pike in Sturbridge here. 495 on the southbound side, also from Route 117 in Stowe all the way out to Marlborough. 290 on the eastbound side, also around 495 in Marlborough here. 195 on the southbound side, slow between Chelmsford and Westford. 93 on the southbound side, so off the Route 101 in Manchester all the way up to Londonderry, and then hit brakes again from Londonderry to Derry on 93. 95 on the southbound side, it's slow from Spalding Turnpike all the way up to Route 101 in Northampton here. Main Turnpike, slow from York Toll Plaza all the way up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire here. And 93 on the northbound side, it is slow from Interstate 89 in Concord all the way up in Canterbury. I-89 on the southbound side, also from Route 13 in Bow all the way up to Concord, New Hampshire here. '93 southbound slow after 293 doing an accident on 93 after 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. Okay, take a look at the midday alerts. Here's still on SL5 experiencing minor delays due to traffic here. Commuter rail and the ferries are looking good here. Peter Chillin News Time, 12:40 p.m. here on this Sunday afternoon, Father's Day, and it is time to have a weather report here. And flood watch is affected until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon. This house is weather outlook is for southeastern Massachusetts, Northern Rhode Island, and southern Rhode Island here. Day 1 today and tonight, flood watch. Day 2 for 7, Monday for Saturday. Tuesday, severe weather potential dependent on antecedent conditions. Along the end of the cold front anticipated to sweep the region. Still a fair amount of uncertainty, but if all the ingredients were to come together, there will be a severe weather threat, primarily for strong and damaging winds as well as possibly for large hail, maybe even tornadoes. On today should be periods of heavy rain, maybe resulting in localized poor drainage, street flooding here. And a flood watch Effect until 2 p.m. this afternoon for portions of southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, included the following in southeastern Massachusetts, Barnstable, Bristol, and Plymouth. In Rhode Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, and Washington. Until 2 p.m. basically time this afternoon, the remnants of tropical depression bill will bring 1 and 2 inches of rain by early afternoon. Localized higher amounts are possible in any thunderstorms which have the potential to produce very heavy rainfall in a short period of time. Urban and port range areas will be susceptible to flooding if heavy rainfall occurs. And the biggest impact from this rainfall will be localized urban and port drainage flooding, and mainly this morning. Precaution prefers actions of flood watch means there will be a potential for flooding based on current forecasts. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings in these limited areas. For the flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. Here. And the latest radar situation here, we have some light rain from Bristol County, stretched up into Plymouth County, up to Plymouth, Brockton, Marshfield, Scituate, and got heavy bands rain off the Scituate and Marshfield coast, and some spotty rain showers around the Boston area, and up in the Lowell, up in the northern Worcester area, and Leominster down Route 2 down for Airfault, and East Amherst around Ware, and lighter in the rain showers around southeastern New Hampshire, and then up in the summer Maine. And wow, heavy bands rain off the Nantucket Sound here. So expecting the rain to wrap up sometime this afternoon here. And take a look at 7-day forecast goals like this. For this afternoon, chance of showers mainly before 2 p.m. The rain may be heavy times. There is a fog before 2 p.m. Otherwise, clouds got high about 78 degrees. And west about 7 to 9 miles per hour. Chance of to this. 40% wind gust size, 21 miles an hour. New breeze by much between a 10 inch possible. Tonight, most clouds got low about 66 degrees. West northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming common in the evening near. Monday, most clouds got about 83 degrees. At northwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Monday night, most clouds got about 62 degrees. Calm wind. For Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms also possible after 4 p.m. Most cloud skies. The most of the sun skies are about 81 degrees. South wind about 5 to 14 miles per gust size, 26 miles per hour. Chance of is 40%. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms for 11 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 11 p.m. and midnight. Park clouds got about 63 degrees. Chance of is 30%. Wednesday, Saturday, most clouds got about 80 to about 50 degrees. Thursday, most clouds got about 77 degrees. Thursday, chance of showers. Most clouds got about 57 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Friday, chance of showers. Most clouds got about 72 to about 55 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. And for Saturday, chance of showers. Got about 73 degrees. And chance of precipitation is 30%. Northern temperature at 12:42. Currently 72 degrees here with humidity at 94% in the sky. Light rain. And that's coming in for the Fairy Tale afternoon news on this Sunday afternoon, June 21st, 2015. I'm Peter Zabel. Have a good afternoon. Goodbye today. See you for an evening report. Have a good afternoon here.